Good morning. Um, these are my takeaways from the 2024 elections as we just concluded it yesterday. The people came out in their numbers to make their votes count, firstly. Secondly, people were resolute to vote in spite of long and slow moving queues, and the elections were generally peaceful. The election observers from various civil society groups were generally well accepted by the IEC, by their staff, by the party agents and voters, to give people a sense of comfort that there were independent observers making sure everything is free and fair. People want change, and they are tired and greatly disappointed by the existing political parties. I think that's why they went out in the numbers to go and vote. A great thing was to see the impact of the new entrants and the energy, but particularly the MK party and PA nationally. I think what's also interesting is that people showed the EFF that their strident politics is not acceptable in a democratic South Africa. It is so yesteryear. The Palestinian and illegal immigrant questions were surprisingly top of mind for voters. And people's lived experiences, meaning they want that to be improved. They don't want to live in the conditions that they're living under. That was right up there for voters. Then finally, I think the IEC clearly has not learned and continue to make some elementary mistakes. Some of those reminds me of what some of us observed during the 2019 and 2021 elections, and we asked this question: is this a forerunner for what is to take place in 2024? Then these are my suggestions to improve things when it comes on election day for all of us, the voters. Number one is to the IEC: don't put all your eggs in one technological basket. Technology is not the be all and the end all. And have a stress tested plan B and plan C. Secondly, I think you need to have internet boosters and power banks at all the voting stations, because you will bound to have power and internet problems. It's a reality of life. Then thirdly, voting day is a public holiday. It's a paid public holiday. So I think retail shops should be closed, or it should be closed at 1 p.m. so that workers have enough time to go and vote, and people have enough time to go and shop and go and vote thereafter. And finally, Parliament must stop this folly of cutting the IEC's budget so significantly, because it hobbles them to function more effectively, and they could have done much more to empower people, especially around the Section 24 changes. Rather cut the allocations given to political parties, because this is shown again. It doesn't matter how much money you have to contest elections. The voters will decide who they give their vote to. So in another podcast, I will talk later about my take on the actual results outcome. That seems to be in early stages, it seems to be a reality check or a wake-up call for some of the existing political parties, as some of us predicted. It looks like it's going to be a massacre for some of the parties, and a massive boost for new entrants or the so-called smaller parties. So this is Rod from Rod's Views.